Yo, Q, what up? Yo, Q,
Man,
what
I'm
up?
keeping it real. What up, Duan?
Welcome
Let's get it.
to Not
Not
Just
yeah.
Music, where we keep it real and honest.
Always.
My mama praying, telling me, Q, you need to chill. They can't respect the truth, I'm just honest.
All right, welcome to another episode of Not Just Music Podcast, where we keep it real
And honest.
always. And once again, hey, thank y'all for tuning in all across the world, the globe.
Yeah.
How you doing, Duan, man? How you doing?
Excellent, brother. Excellent. How's everything?
Everything good, man. Everything good, man. I hope everybody, as always, is having a blessed Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Thursday night. One more day to the weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we want to hit y'all with a topic. Basically we talking about support, in your hometown.
Yeah.
I like to ask the people first. Do you feel that the support is strong in your community, where you from, whatever you do? Could be business, artists, whatever. Or do you feel like it's lacking? That's my question to y'all out there.
Good question.
You know what I'm saying? I want to know that. So me breaking it down, me chimming in on it, I feel like, the support could be stronger. Like, it could be stronger in a lot of ways. I feel like it's a lot of competition nowadays, and it's a lot of people that don't see the vision more than you see it,
Exactly.
And a lot of times, people that you grew up with, they don't want to see you make it. They don't want to see you do better than them. Or you might have somebody that dislike you, and just because that person don't like you, you don't listen to them. You know what I'm saying? My friend don't like you, so I can't listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of followers in the world also.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. So, and then it could just be what you selling. Your product could just be whack. I hate to put it like that, but sometimes it could be humbling pie where you got to go back, to the drawing board and start over.
All over.
That's perfectly fine. Starting over. Like, me and Duan know a lot about that.
We just started over.
Yeah, starting over, Starting over. Sometimes you got to start over,
But don't worry about that, y'all. Make sure
Stay focused.
Stay
and see the
focused,
vision.
man. Make sure you see it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how I feel, man. I feel like it's some supporters out there, but it could be stronger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the most support I feel you get is like from people you don't know in different places you ain't even been.
Lord.
Like it'll surprise you. Who supports you and who don't.
Yes.
Cause like
Speak
even
on
as
it.
artists,
Speak
like
on it.
our favorite songs might not be the world's favorite songs, as artists. Like,
True.
I use that for example. So
True.
we don't know who support us, man.
True.
So how you feel, man, about this topic?
Yeah. This was again, one of the biggest things, this is when we first started this, I told you that a lot of the people that are going to be your fans aren't you're not going to know them. They're going to be complete strangers to you. I love the city. I love our city. I love our region. But there reaches a certain point with them that they want a certain scenario to what they feel they should hear.
Yeah.
Like you have your fan base has grown and has become very different to what you probably even thought would have been happening like latter when you started.
Exactly.
You
Most
think
definitely.
you would think like totally right out the gate like, oh man, I'm gonna have a certain fan base and these people are gonna love me, and then you find out, oh, none of these people ain't really feeling me like I thought I was going. I thought I was gonna have the city behind me. Thought I was gonna have the state behind me, and they ain't even behind me. They ain't even paying attention to what I'm doing.
Hit that reset button.
Yeah, and then you have, like I say, like Nigeria is Africa. Let's just say Africa but still a certain location, is all the way over in Nigeria to where we are right now. Q getting ready to take a trip there, so this is considerably something that I've never thought to go to Nigeria. Nothing personal.
And it's a blessing that I'm going.
It's the what you have to do though. Once you create a certain buzz in a certain area, you have to go check it out. And the only reason why I say you go check it out is because you never know what they're looking for again. So to go be part of a culture, it isn't saying that, as I've always told Q, still stick to what you started with doing.
Yeah.
That's what they enjoy. They don't want the music that they already have. And I hated that part when you started, all these producers sending you stuff. They sending you strictly Afro, but the strictly Afro sound is not what they caught on to.
Exactly. It was a trap, that Panic.
Panic was a song that they really, we don't get this, and these people like really digested it way quicker than what I expected. Any other, just strictly in Nigeria, you hear the sound there, you automatically think like a song like Panic wouldn't even.
They be twerking and
it,
you know what I'm saying?
They love it, to see them dancing to all, dancing to it, digesting it, and they listening to a lot of your music.
Yeah.
But what gave them that boost towards you was Panic.
Yeah.
So now you have those fans that, like I said, like how you said, when you create something, and will they like it? Who's going to like it? You don't know who's going to like it directly when you first create it.
Yeah.
You would hope, you would know, but now you have an idea.
Yeah. So
even after you created Panic, do you feel like after the buzz came of while you were shipping it to certain people, certain DJs, do you feel in a sense that it's not the support from your city or your region or your country? Do you feel like is it giving the effect that you were looking for, or did it kind of,
was I forced into it? You saying?
Do you feel comfortable with being in that position that it came with? Because like I said, none of these people speak American that well. I mean, speak English that well.
I mean, it's some, like, it's certain places where they understand. That's why they have different stations.
Yeah.
Like they told me about the stations where to place trap music at.
Yeah.
And where to place Afro, because the listeners, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you got to place the music.
Yeah.
Also, that goes into the support. You have to place your product where it's gonna sell.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying. You can't sell something to people that don't understand it.
And that's the hardest
part.
They're
not gonna follow you. You know what I'm saying, or support.
Exactly.
So you got to sell things to the right people. Sometimes we want to force something on people, and that's not it. This is a big world.
It is.
You gotta get into the eyes and the ears of the people that want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So what, like, okay, like you were saying, I feel like I was comfortable with the transition because I've always been a rhythm type dude. Like, I always liked beats. And Afro beats was something that, the beats, it was catchy.
Yeah.
And I always had a rhyming scheme where I could rhyme on anything, my flow and all that. It ain't nothing.
Yeah.
And then the lyrics, that's not a problem. So I felt comfortable doing it. Like, put my own style into an Afro beat, making it dope.
Yeah.
But what it really pushed me to that, because the lack of support in my city.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I got to start making some music outside of trap where I can catch other people's attention. You know what I'm saying? Something that I'm comfortable with, and I can do and get more fans and get people to understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Quincy Murdoch. So a lot of DJs I was trying to get to spin my records here wasn't trying to do it. The shows, they weren't trying to put me on show. They was trying to just cancel me. Like, every situation I feel.
Yeah.
So it makes you, like you say, reset. You know what I'm saying? And you start pushing other venues. Yeah. I'm the type, I'm not gonna keep forcing the issue. If I'm not gonna keep looking for a seat at the table, I'm not wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Go. Don't do that.
Yeah. So don't you go where you love that. You go where the love is at.
Yeah, and
that's how I feel.
That's basically like what I did too, bro. Cause like, you know, the situation, like I said, when you came in, I used your sound and my sound as a testing ground. Cause once I sent out, I basically, when I sent out that first promo I did, geared to bring people in, I was thinking to myself like, okay, you know, this is just trial and error. This is a test to see who and what people like. A lot of people that I was, you know, seeing come in with this promo was coming in heavy from Africa. I'm talking not even just Nigeria. Like, I probably would have said about maybe 10 places within inside of Africa that were paying attention to what I was putting out. I had like 25 beats, and I said I'm gonna give away 25 beats for free. Yeah. All I want y'all to do is subscribe to my website. And when I'm talking about, I saw numbers just like I never forget. I went to sleep this one night, and
I think you told me the story.
Africa, you know, Africa, as you already pointed out, Africa is in a different time frame, time zone. And it was like maybe 1 in the morning, and my phone had like 150 notifications and maybe about 50 messages from 50 different people. And I was like, hold on. And I was like, I sat up and I looked at my phone and I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't right. And I go in there and I opened up the computer and I went to my website analytics and saw how much traffic jumped. I'm talking about my traffic jumped in like literally 2 days just off of putting that promo out there, bro. And it was like,
and I got some of your fans, to be honest, like we was talking about one-on-one, like latching on to people.
Yeah.
I got some of your followers, man, from I feel from Africa.
That's good.
Because they was following you.
Yeah.
Then when we did that In God I Trust, remember we put it on Facebook, the views blew up on that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
that was but that's basically the idea. You know, if y'all just heard that, we just gave away a whole situation.
Yeah.
If you paying attention, just run that back one time and listen to what I just said and what Q said. Like, that's really the effect of what you want. If you putting something out there, if it's not changing a situation or the form of something for you, meaning if I put this music out there and nobody's paying this music attention, there's a certain strategic way that you can get your music out there, but you just have to do it a strategic way. At the time, like I just said, I had over hundreds of beats. Yeah. I done been shopping them around the city, you know, different artists around the city. Ain't nobody gravitate to it.
In your own city.
In my own city, in the own region. I put it out there, I mean, even in the country, you know, like nobody was paying it attention.
Somebody just wrote on my love from Nigeria. We love you too.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, support.
Yeah, this is if it's not going to put any action towards your brand,
yeah,
and it's not raising the bar for your brand, you can't. I mean, to me, you're not gonna put yourself in a boss seat yet, because you got to really find out something that could really boost it. So like Q said, by the time Q came around, I was already shopping you and BUD music. The difference is you gravitated to it and took off with it and made it your own.
Yeah, like I actually build relationships over there, you know, got to know the culture and the people, man, and and got in tune with the culture, like I said, and the way they move and the way they do music and stuff like that. So, you know, and it was from the heart. Like, you know, like I always been interested in Africa and all that too. So, like I said, it wasn't a far fetch for me to jump into that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Now, is it most don't take to this music thing, you know, as we do. Now, when you create now, do you feel that you still can continue to be your own? You know, even though it doesn't all the way fulfill what we should be in America, do you feel that going the route that you're going, do you feel that is gratifying to you?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, it gets me a lot more followers, a lot more support, fans. If you look at rappers now, they doing country albums.
Yeah.
You know, they doing rock albums.
Yeah.
Wayne did a rock album, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like why not, you know, bring Afrobeat to the States, you know what I'm saying? And it's something unique. Like every Afrobeat song that I put out has always been, I threw my own style on it.
Yeah.
It never really sounds strictly Afrobeat due to my flow and my rap skills, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what music is. It's about bringing different vibes and different cultures together. That's what real music to me is.
Yeah.
And making something beautiful. Like it's like art. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like you throwing paint this color, red, throw a little blue on there, throw a little orange, you know, and you got a beautiful picture at the end, you know? But yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know, that's basically, you know, what it's about, man. It's about and then again, it's about doing what's in your heart. Because people are gonna support or not support.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're gonna have people that's gonna catch on to it and support. And like I've always said, I never force myself at a table where I'm not wanted. I go where I'm wanted. I sit at a table where I'm wanted and I'm loved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't knock me for like not catering to y'all when all these years, you know, I've done this and done that and y'all didn't gravitate to it. So, okay, let me throw something over here, see how these people react.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You got to experiment. You can't keep trying to, you know, prove people, you know what I'm saying? Because you just got to show them another way.
And I think that's proof, too, because, like, you know, again, I appreciate those that are in Africa that actually took the time to pay attention to what it is that I was trying to push at the time, because I saw what y'all wanted. It didn't make sense to me until I gave it to you.
Yeah.
Once I gave it to them, I was like, oh, dog, bro, so this is all they really wanted the whole entire time. They want what we have, but they wanted it a different way.
Yeah, they love American music over
there. They love it. They are in touch with it, in tune with it way more than what we are as a country. You know, looking at Africa as a whole country, you think about it, as big as Africa is and as big as United States is, you like, dog, if I could just touch half of Africa like that in the short time that I did, and you know, like I stuck back and I said the next thing that I do brand wise, to put myself in that driver's seat to say that, oh, I'm gonna make this a big deal. It's like with these podcasts, like in time, I'm gonna promote this so heavily, and the reason why I waited because I needed the content.
Yeah,
we didn't have enough content when we first started, so I'm like, now
you don't need to push nothing. Hard.
It was we had to build, and that's considerably like we, you know, speaking of the city and speaking of people around us. Like, if they actually paid attention to what we were doing, if you found yourself to where you could fit into what we're doing, that would make a very big deal. Because to me, the bigger the brand, the bigger the opportunity, the more you can bring in. Not just music podcasts, it's us right now. It's just us two. You know, who's to say what it'll be the next 5 years?
Exactly.
You know, people are going to gravitate to it because they see it making moves. And I hate it is like that, but it's just the way it goes.
It'll take a special guest. Yeah. All this stuff we talking about is meaningful and you know, it's powerful at sometimes. Like, but it unfortunately it'll take a big guest, surprise guest or something, and then that'll get them like, oh, let me go check it out. Then they go back and look at the whole episode. You feel me? Like I said, we got followers.
Yeah, and that's good. It's good, and I'm not mad at anybody. You know, like I said, when we started posting on IG, it's crazy how I was laughing. Like, man, none of the content that I've ever had posted on IG has gotten attention like what we post on Not Just Music Podcast.
It's weird, man.
It's
this
deep.
Game is weird.
You know, and it's, but that's considerably the way it's supposed to be. You don't know what's really gonna blow up or what's not. Exactly. I mean, you got to take those chances to jump out there and say, okay, if you're gonna do it, step on the gas and do it, but don't give up when it's not going right.
Exactly.
If it's not catching a buzz fast, because it's not gonna catch a buzz fast. Like Rick Ross said something that, you know, has been rolling all over IG. A brand is gonna take 10 years for it to be considerably boss, big. You know, 10 years. A lot of people can't hang in there 10 years. Can't do it.
Give up,
but
get hard.
You can't look at age. You can't look at the time span. You just gotta jump on it, hit the gas, and stay on the gas. If you let up off that gas, it's just gonna slow that brand down a whole lot more, which is gonna get those people in your city, in your region. Oh, I knew they were gonna fall off. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was just a matter of time. You know.
Yep.
But again, like me and you, we are a bunch of episodes in now. Like, I don't even know too many people around the city that's shooting podcasts on a regular. You know, it may be some that's you know, that can sit in this seat and say the same thing, but I don't think they're putting out the content at a high level as we are, just due to lack of knowledge, understanding, and personnel. If you can get, you know, to me, all we need is 2 people. You know,
and that's why I always let me say, and that's why I always try to get into you, like, you know, with the music and then with the film, like, and shooting videos.
Yeah,
you want to have more than one avenue, because if they try to shut you down in one, okay, you got these other hustles and other businesses you do. You know what I'm saying? Avenues you got, so they can't shut y'all. They can't shut all of them down. You know what I'm saying? The music slow down, okay, podcast might blow. Podcast slow down, the music might start blowing up.
There
again.
You go.
You know, the movies might start blowing in my case. You know what I'm saying? But the point of it is, you have to do it. At least try it.
There you go.
You know, do it.
There you go.
You know, because they can't stop you, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy. That's how it brings awareness. To your whole brand. Like, certain things will bring awareness to the thing that you wanted the most. Like, it might be the music. And it took albums, it took movies, it took, you know what I'm saying, all kind of stuff. That kind of like Tupac situation. He blew up when he did Juice. He was with Digital Underground, and when he did Juice, it brought attention to his rapping, you know, his rap skills. So it's like that sometimes. Like,
it is.
You know what I'm saying?
It is.
That's how it is.
And as you move from, you know, you're going to Nigeria coming up.
Yep. Shout out to Nigeria.
Do you intend to go here to witness what you put out, the, you know, the seeds that you sown, the ones that's growing there? Are you going to see what they're doing, or are you going there to figure out your next move, your next game plan?
Yeah, I'm going over there to work, man.
Yeah.
And live a little bit, you know, experiment a little bit, you know. But I got a show November the 11th actually over there. Curtis Freaky Legos party, you know, shout out to them. Big shout out to them, man, cuz they didn't have to do it, and they reached out to me, so I really appreciate that. Very humbled and, you know, thankful.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, you know, some shows. I got some radio interviews lined up. A little promo. It's gonna be documented. You know what I'm saying? I have my camera guy with me the whole time. That's what I'm saying. When you go somewhere, you want to make an impact.
Yeah.
You want to document everything too. Bring something back you can show.
Yeah.
And you know what? And it goes into like the whole topic of support. You know, from your city. It might take this to be like, oh, okay, Q popping. You know what I'm saying? Imagine how many people probably gonna support after this.
Yeah,
I hate to say it, but
it does.
That, you know what I'm saying? That's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, that's how it does. Like that's considerably, that's the world we've been living in.
Yeah.
You know, like we want to see, you know, as I say, that toy that's in the window. You know, we go to the store, we go to pick it up, and you know, we find out that we got to put it all together. You know, what? Okay, wait a minute. What was in the window? What that's it? But then we get that box home, and that box got nothing but pieces, and you know, it's a puzzle just to put it together.
Yeah.
But that's the part people don't want to do. They just want to pay for something and it be that. I'm paying for something that I don't even really know how to build.
Exactly.
And that's hard to do, man. Like if you don't put in this time and this effort and this good energy to build that brand so it runs correctly, like I said, how we do it, Not Just Music Podcast. Like the easier it gets, the more we do it. Yeah. So even if, just like today, we've been having audio situation,
all kind of issues.
If we weren't driven to do it, we wouldn't get the work done. There's always gonna be something there to try to make you stop and take your mind off of. But all this audio stuff, I've been at it so long. Yeah. You know, I know once it messes up, where to pick up from. You know, even though because I said, you know, once we done recording this, I'm gonna have to edit it. Of course, I'm gonna have to take some points and put it all together. But guess what? It's gonna come out. The final product is gonna match what we've been doing.
Exactly.
But of course, y'all don't see that part. That's the same thing with having a support of your city.
If y'all knew the work that went behind it,
there you go.
You know, you would support.
There you go. And nobody support. And people are scared of that part too, bro. That's what I was laughing at with you know, I was looking at DJ Khaled. Yeah. You know, how his journey went. He was basically a nobody considerably for a very long time.
Yeah.
But he stayed at it. He stayed so hungry to it, to become the best, to become great at what he did. You know, the way he treats his situation now, it shouldn't be a single person hating on him. There's no reason to hate now, because he's this big person. All those people that was stepping on him when he was, you know, just a basic DJ, you know, what's the hate now? Where y'all gonna have room to hate on this man now? So you tell me this, Q. Yeah. Now, and if you have anything or have learned anything from considering yourself to be having support from your city, your country, or whether if it's coming from another country, do you stay true to what you know, what you started from? Do you continue to give people that same cue the whole entire time? Because you know how it is now, Q. You know, people get up here and they blow up. You know, they become something that they probably, you know,
that probably ain't people me. That ain't in me. I can tell you that right now. That ain't never been in me. Like taking a shortcut, selling out, you know, ain't never been part of my game.
Yeah.
Like that ain't never been me. I always been like, if I can't get it being me, then I don't need it. It ain't meant for me.
I feel you.
You know, cause like they say, all money ain't good money.
Yeah.
You know, all fame ain't good fame. All attention ain't good attention.
It ain't.
You get what I'm saying? Like I hate hearing that saying like he did this to get fans or attention and supporters. Nah, man, that's a sellout.
Yeah.
Cause eventually, in the long run, the thing that you did to get that support, if you do something they totally don't like, they gonna be gone.
Yep.
So you might as well stick to who you are. So that's how I'm always be. I'm gonna stick to who I am, and be me. and people gravitate to it or they don't. You know what I'm saying? I can only cater to the ones that love me and support me.
There you go. So in closing, do you think the next phase of what you're doing, and which is now, I'm speaking of now what you're doing now, because you're doing a lot more podcasting than you done with any other thing that you're doing.
You right.
Do you feel that you could get podcasting to be a thing of Buzz City as you did with the song Panic, or do you feel that it's another avenue, or do you feel both can kind of come together to create or make bigger for the Q, the Hold On brand?
Yeah.
What do you feel?
I feel like it's just it's one of the hustles. I don't never put all my eggs in one basket.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's very big because now, say like I can use this platform for anything I got going on.
Yeah.
We can do a whole platform about like when my movie drop, why you should go watch it. You know what I'm saying? We can use our voice. Yeah. So that's why this is powerful, the podcast or whatnot. So like, it's really something that's big,
Yeah.
And of course the music, I need another Panic, you know what I'm saying? One bigger than that probably. But yeah, that's coming though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the part that I love about it, man. Having the opportunity to do it at our own pace.
Yeah.
And for those of you that's watching, if it's anything that you can take from us today, and we did really give away a big gem today at how to break into what's going on right now. To me, considerably, like I told you, trial and error. Taking a chance at something that you love to do, show it to people, see how they digest it. Take that part, if whoever you had that gravitated to it, run with it in that same very lane until you shake up all that you need to shake up from that seed that you planted. So always follow us on our website. Firstly, our website, period. NotJustMusicPodcast.com. Please follow us there. Tap in, subscribe to our website. It is very important. On every single page you go on, you will be able to subscribe to our website, to our newsletter, basically. Because I'm getting ready to start taking the newsletter a lot more serious. So you'll understand when we're doing things, what we're putting out, when we're going to put it out. I might even start implementing some behind the scenes things to what we're doing as well, throughout the week, to show you the balance and understand what we're doing more than just shooting these podcasts, because it really is important that you stay balanced at what you're doing. You could do this full time, but understand the work is only temporary.
Yeah.
So the work that you put in is temporary. The footwork that you put in to put it out there, that's even heavier than just sitting here recording these back to back. So exactly. Understand, like it's work to be done. It's motivation to continue to have. So to get the quick motivational stuff, as I always said, I was talking about IG. Follow us on IG, Not Just Music Podcast. Follow us on Twitter, Not Just Music Podcast. Basically just type all these in. Facebook, Not Just Music Podcast. YouTube, Not Just Music Podcast. Those are our majors.
And the key thing, we the topic of this was support.
Yeah.
So we need y'all support.
Yeah.
We need the support.
Yeah.
Yep. Like forget about the personal feelings, forget about anything. Just give it a chance. Let the material be the judge.
There you go.
At least give it a chance.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's with anything. Music, films, podcasts, anything. Like restaurants, food businesses.
Yeah.
Just give it a chance. Don't go by reviews. I'm always that type too. I don't go off like reviews, like what people say, everybody say.
Yeah.
I like to see it for myself.
Yeah.
So see it for yourself and be the judge,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, continue to love each other, continue to love yourself. Always, please push positive vibes as much as you can, y'all. Like, positive vibes will definitely bring you a lot more
a lot more in the field of saying that if you want support from somebody, make sure you give somebody something that they can follow, that can be a reason to say that I'm gonna follow this person, I'm gonna support this person, I'm gonna put my energy behind this person. And always, we love y'all. Have a good weekend, have a great weekend, have a fun weekend, have a safe weekend. Remember to come back here next Thursday at 8:00 p.m. Also, tap into our Thanksgiving giveaway. It is right around the corner. It is closing in very quickly. Hit those 3 lines up there at the top of our website. If you're on a computer or on a phone, either one, it should basically be those 3 lines. Or if not, you see it already, just click that donate button and help us out as much as you can. Any funds that you want to give, we are not going to have any of these. We're not using any of these for anything but the Thanksgiving giveaway. So anything that you're willing to do, anything that you're willing to give to help us, it will be a very big blessing. Exactly. And always keep God first. All the BS that can go last. And again, peace, love, blessings. We'll see y'all next time. Peace. All right.